Good day everybody and welcome back to DX Explorer for one more video. First one for 2023, so Happy New Year one more time. Today is going to be a very short one about a simple LM386 audio amplifier designed mostly for radio projects. So you can use it for crystal sets, you can use it for any simple receiver that might require a bit of audio amplification, or in most cases we might have simple schematics that require high impedance headphones, and instead, just because for me, for example, it's very hard to find those, I'm just going to use the LM386 audio amplifier, either with regular headphones or in most cases with a small speaker. If you look on the screen, there's a schematic. It's pretty basic and standard for an LM386 audio amplifier. It has nothing special, but just two slight modifications. There's a switch between that will switch in or out the 10 microfarads capacitor that is placed between pins 1 and 8 of the LM386 chip, and will allow us to change the audio amplifier from high gain to low gain. Just because in most radio projects that's all I needed. On the audio input, there's also another switch for the R1, which is for 4.7 kilo ohms resistor, and is part of a low pass filter that will cut most of the frequencies higher than 720 Hz, and this will make the CW signals sound a lot better. Part of the low pass filter, it's also C2, which is 47 nanofarads capacitor. This one will stay in the circuit all the time, and it will cut most of that ugly hiss that sometimes we have in radio receivers, and also most of the AM broadcast breakthrough, either coming from the receiver or from the LM386 chip, because these are quite famous for that. So I hope you won't have any headaches with that kind of stuff. Also on the screen, you can see the PCB design. You can download the PCB design from the blog article. You have the link in the video description. And with the toner transfer method, you can print them and make a bunch of PCB boards, as many as you wish. As you can see, they're not perfect, but they are homemade PCB boards, and we get to make them very quick to move fast and build as many projects as we wish. Recently, I started testing the audio amplifier with the PTT-Co CW transceiver, which I recently modified as well. I updated the blog article as well, and pretty soon I'm gonna make a new video about it as well. I managed to get rid of the AM broadcast interference finally, and it sounds really nice together with the audio amplifier. Just a quick note, for C6 over here, which is placed on pin 6 of the LM386 chip, you can use a ceramic capacitor. All the rest of the capacitors, they are electrolytic capacitors, but for C4 and C2, it's better if you use this kind of capacitors. They seem to do a lot better in audio circuits, and even though they are the same value, they seem to have totally different properties, and they make the circuit sound way better than it would with simple ceramic capacitors. So I placed the LM386 audio amplifier in an improvised case for now, temporary, until I'm going to build a nice aluminum sheet enclosure. And yeah, I'm just going to test it right now, first with the true SDX transceiver. Right now I'm going to test it with a tone generator. So I'm going to have first 700 Hz tone running, and I'm going to play with the input filter, the audio filter. And now we're just going to do a quick test with some music from the YouTube's audio library, and coming from the laptop, and I guess we're done with this video. So this is it, the simple LM386 audio amplifier. Actually, as you can tell, I'm going to put it in an enclosure that's even smaller, and this will be the version that I'm going to keep for portable work, for, you know, the small transceivers that might require a little bit of extra audio power. Yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you found it useful. Keep in mind, this audio amplifier is not exactly designed for hi-fi audio. For that, there are better circuits, but for radio receivers and radio projects, this is a little bit better. Yeah, don't forget to check the blog article, download the files if you want, and until next time, 73, and have a magical weekend.